Hello, my name is Liz Quinlan. I am the organizer of the Gathering of Historical Archaeologists, along with my co-conspirators and members of the recently formed Chaotic Archaeology Collective. We're super excited to be able to welcome you all into this space for Saturday. I want to use this video as a quick opportunity to show you a bit about Gather, the virtual platform we're using, how to navigate it, and how to create your own character. So I've started here on a dummy email account. And this is the invite you're going to be getting. So what we're going to do is we're going to click accept invitation. It'll bring us to a landing page and it prompts us for a password, which you will also be given. Once you enter the password, you'll be prompted to create a character. So you can just use the default character if you don't want to deal with having to customize everything. But you can also go ahead and change your character to make yourself, more reflective of you, however you feel comfortable. You can change clothing, accessories, hair, anything you want. I'm just going to make my hair purple because why not? So now you want to name your character. I am putting my full name in, but you don't have to if you don't want to. I'm also putting my pronouns in because it makes it easier for people to know how to address me. So now Gather is going to prompt to use your microphone and your camera. You'll want to enable those, but you can also disable them at any time. I will note that we're going to get a warning here because I already have an application using my video while I'm recording for this. So my camera is going to be off, but your camera can start on. So this screen will let you change any of your audio and visual defaults. And once you're done with that, you can join the gathering. What's really great about Gather is that there is this great tutorial that will help you figure out how to navigate in this space. The basic movement uses the arrow keys or the keys WASD on your keyboard. And you can go ahead and go through this tutorial if you want to learn how to interact with the space a bit more. I'm going to skip the tutorial for now. And it's going to bring me into our historical archaeology Gather space. So the first thing that you will do when you get here is press X to interact. And this pops up with the introductory little sticky note here. And when you're moving through the space, I would say that the first thing you should do is probably head on over to this little information room over here. And you can again press X on your keyboard to interact. You'll notice that anytime there's something you can interact with, a little notification comes up that tells you can do so. And this will bring you to a PowerPoint that has all of the information you might need, including the schedule, a link to this video. And what I suggest doing is clicking slideshow so that it pops out in a different window, and you can scroll through this, and you can also keep it to the side. So it has a little map as well. So I'm going to close out of that window, and this is how we move around the space. We walk around, you'll notice that there are all these little tables, and they each have a little, sign on them, and I can press X and I can learn that this table is for people who want to talk about CRM or commercial archaeology. And I also will go over here and say, oh, well, people here are talking about material culture studies. So I've divided all of these tables into different subjects. Listen to that if you will. It's just so that each of these areas have a separate space. So in order to show you how we can interact with other people in this space, I've invited my partner Dan to help out with that. So if you go ahead and you enter into the room here, you'll see that my partner is away from the tab at the moment. But here he is. So we're in a private space. Hi, Dan. So we're in a private space, so me and Dan can talk to each other, and anybody else who's in this space can talk to us and hear us. But if I wanted to walk away, I no longer see him. And then I come back in and I say hi again. And just quickly, I'm going to show you that if, for example, Dan had some weird background noise that you didn't want to hear, I could choose to mute him. I could also choose to change the volume, turn it down a little bit if he's speaking a little bit loud for me or he's not speaking loud enough. If I wanted to, I could also turn his video off. I don't want to, though. And if I really wanted to, I could block him, but I won't. So before I navigate away, I'm going to show you how we chat. If I wanted to talk to Dan just one-on-one, what I would do is I'd send a message. I'd click on his name over in the pane on the left. And I'd say, hi, Dan. And then that opens up a private chat between the two of us, and we can, talk without having to interrupt any bigger discussions. So, amazing. Thank you so much for helping out, Dan. I'm going to navigate away and show people more of the space. Bye. So, now that we have walked away, I want to take you up the stairs really quickly. You'll notice there are all these other tables on the side. And you also notice I have this pane here. This is not actually the pane that you will see. This is from my recording setup. Your person will be down here. Normally, you would have your sound and video on. You can click to enable your sound, but that makes a weird echo, so I'm going to click that off. You could also click to enable your video, but because I'm using this other program, you can't see it. So I'm going to put myself back down there, and I'm going to walk up the stairs. In order to walk upstairs in Gather, you just walk straight up it, and it'll portal you right to the upstairs. So really briefly, this is the upstairs area. This first area is the presentation room. So we'll walk in. This is where we're going to be listening to people give their talks. And if you are a person who's presenting, this is also where you're going to be giving your talk, and you'll be using the share screen feature, which is down at the bottom here, this little monitor button. So then the next place we're going to go is we're going to go through this hallway, and we're going to go into the poster section area. And you'll notice that there are these 3 different segments set up. Each of these is for a different poster. This will have the titles and the names of the authors here. And each of them is a separate private space, so you can go in and you'll be able to look at the poster. And if you want to view the poster bigger, you press X. You can also zoom in on it if you want, zoom back out, press X. And if you want to go ahead and look at the next poster, you can walk through. And while you're in these spaces, you'll also be able to listen to the poster presenter discuss their work. So I know I'm moving pretty quickly, but I want to keep this short as possible. So we're going to move our character all the way down around here. There's all these extra little spaces that we can interact with if we want. These are just kind of extra hangout areas. And then finally here, the last named room is the student lounge. So this is a dedicated space for students of any kind to come and talk and chat and just kind of be away from PIs or supervisors. So I'm going to use my character and really quickly run all the way back downstairs so I can show you the outside, so I'm not taking up too much of your time. And again, we're going to go down the stairs, just walk straight into them, and it'll take us out. Briefly, I want to show you this back area here. This is a general networking space. This is the largest of the private spaces. So instead of those smaller table areas, you have this nice big kitchen area. And you can talk with, up 20, 30 different people at the same time. Might get a little chaotic and confusing. So if that is the case, and you are finding yourself a bit overwhelmed, we can walk through and walk all the way out here, and we are in the outside. We have 3 fire pits out here, and I just think these are nice little spaces that we can all just kind of come outside, relax, hang, chat with people if we want to, and just get away from, the kind of sometimes overwhelming aspect of being online and talking to people all the time. So thank you so much for coming with me on this little journey around the Gather space. I hope you all have had a good time, and I hope I see you all on Saturday.